Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of January 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I'm reading for January, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. Let's begin. And so, starting at the heart of this reading, I feel as though somebody had an obsession, a fixation about something that was going on between you. Now, this could be your energy or it could be theirs. What I feel is that, okay, it could be two different scenarios. It could be that you are an older couple, or it could have been that there was somebody who was older within your close-knit community that was interfering. I feel like there was outside interferences, influences, or something that was someone that was influencing someone's thoughts with regards to this relationship and with regards to what was actually going on in this relationship, or what somebody was leading actually one of you to believe was going on. You see, somebody, it's like somebody sticking their nose where it doesn't really belong and causing trouble. It's exactly what happened. So, and you know, like for some, this could be family interference, you know. Moving once again to the heart of the reading, I have this Three of Wands in the reverse, and we have the more negative side that has appeared. So you can see that somebody is very forlorn, very unhappy. The sky is gray, it's dark. They're leaning into their hand. This looks like somebody who received bad results or bad news, or something was not the way that they thought it was, or something turned out bad, like they feel like they got the short end of the stick, possibly, that they got far less than they deserved. And it could be that this person, they were being influenced. Clearly, they were being influenced by outside forces, outside people. 1 minute. I have a dog who wants to come up. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. All right. She's comfortably installed on my lap. All right. There were outside influences, as I said, having to do with what was going on in that relationship, and it ended up that this person believed they were getting far less than they deserved because of what these outside influences were kind of making them believe, you know. And so he walked away because he felt that that situation was no longer serving him. And I mean, it could be also deeper emotional scars that were influencing him, because he clearly had commitment issues and clearly was very, very afraid. I say he, but it's only because there's a he on the card. It could be a she. But I mean, they were very much afraid of somebody tricking them, betraying them, taking advantage of them, and that they would leave, that they, this is somebody who it's not their 10 of cups, but they drink from the cup, but eventually they'll leave. And that's what was this person was afraid of that was going on, and most likely because of either deeper emotional scars that never healed. I'm going to say scars, but actually it's not scars at all. It's wounds. They didn't have time to turn into scars because they have not healed. They've not healed, so they've been carrying these around. So I feel that it's one of two things, maybe both. And so somebody was being dishonest with them, clearly. Queen of Swords is in the reverse here. Or they were being dishonest with themselves, and they had the wrong information, or somebody was giving them the wrong information. You see? Each group of cards is confirming the next. Somebody gave them the wrong information, and look at that. Another 8 of Cups. They walked away. This event here hasn't happened yet. And so this is a future event. 8 of Wands. This is news you don't have that can arrive quite unexpectedly in the future. Messages from that person. So you see, what we have is them down here in the dark. They may have been questioning, or began to question. See, they've been in the hermit mode. They may have began to initially, like, they were really hurt, right, because of what they believed to be true, but it wasn't true, because we know they were misinformed, or they themselves, because of emotional scars, weren't seeing the actual truth. They were very afraid, because I do have the 8 of Swords here, and that's being imprisoned by your fears, the imagination running wild, imagining the worst. But what we see is that they've been in isolation, and they've been there a long time, thinking about this. You see? Look at this. I have to show you this card. He's been in there a long time. This is the negative side of the Hermit from one deck. Okay? And so it speaks to someone having been stopped or in isolation, like, for far too long. And it's time to come out, it's saying. It's time to step back into the world. But this person, and it's time to step back into the world and maybe face whatever put them there. This person has been withdrawn for a reason. Well, what is that reason? They've been withdrawn because of the 3 of Swords, some type of heartbreak. And they've been shedding light on that. The Hermit again. Look at that. They've been shedding light on that heartbreak. The Hermit, the 3 of Swords, and the Hermit. So that 3 of Swords is sandwiched right in between. I feel like they want to put an end to the heartbreak. You see, they're about to put that, it's like the pick through the vampire there. So this has been keeping this person up at night. this heartbreak. Shedding light on the root cause. And how to fix things. They want to fix things. They want to close this distance. And they've been just, you know, they want to close the distance. They're questioning the information that they received, or that the information that they gave themselves, that the imagination conjured up, you know. Like, what's true here and what's false? Did I imagine this? The Ace of Swords in reverse says there's been no talking, no communication. It could also be that this person is not seeing something, especially with that Eight of Swords. They're not seeing a truth. Something that has not healed, because Temperance is beneath that in the reverse. So something that has not healed that they've been carrying for a long time. Excuse me. That they've been carrying for a long time. You know, that may, excuse me, an old wound that may have misinformed or misled them. And that in itself is what is causing the Three of Swords energy. It could be that they've been in denial of this, because that Ace of Swords in reverse can be evading a truth. The Hermit can be avoiding something, not wanting to admit to something, skirting around or going around the truth. And now, I think with this, I feel like this is like a realization that they've had, but it has taken them a long time because they've been in isolation and they've been withdrawn for a long time. But they have had this realization. Yes, look how these are matching up. They have had this realization, and now with Judgment being here, whoops, maybe they're thinking, I judged this person wrong or wrongly. Maybe I wasn't seeing clearly. Maybe it was those repressed emotions I was carrying, those open wounds that were at the root of it, that were the real cause of this. And so with Judgment, well, they would be called to make amends, you know. Called to make amends. It most likely will take courage on their part, especially if ego is involved. But we see here that they want to come forward. It feels like in the time they've been in this hermit mode here, we see that I feel like they've received enlightenment, clarity, and that they have learned. They've seen there's something that they were avoiding that they were now faced with, that they had to face. Something they were in denial about, they had to face. Judgment is here. And now, now they must atone for a mistake they made. And that's what is at the root of these two cards here. The Eight of Wands, which has not yet occurred, and the Message card. So you see how the decks are constantly, as we go, I use several decks, but one will constantly confirm the other to complete this whole story. You're going to receive a message here in the future, between in the next 7 days to 7 weeks from this person. You will get news. They are ready to make amends. They have learned what they need to learn. They have found, in effect, the problem. Three of Cups, Temperance. Yes, see, now we have Temperance in the upright. So we have the Three of Cups. This is a reunion. It's a meeting, possibly a public place. It can indicate an exchange, especially with Temperance here, an exchange of feelings between you two that's coming up at that meeting. The Four of Cups. So this is the Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Emperor. This is somebody who is taking control. Because, you see, there's a need here. The Four of Cups is telling this person, whoever this is, you or them, that there's a need to set aside outside influences. And to come up with new ways to do what you hope or had hoped to finish or achieve. Go deep into your heart to seek this truth. It's okay to listen to the voices around you, but you should always heed your own counsel. This person is coming out of a period of heartbreak and confusion, a period of solitude. They are ready now to work on the relationship, to take it or steer it into a new direction. Here's the page. Oh, look at that. Page of Wands, Ace of Coins, and the Fool. You see? They are ready. Yep, look at that. They've been on the fence. They have decided. They have decided to take the risk for this new beginning, something of great value that holds great potential, a renewed interest in lighting this flame or relighting it, going after, yeah, look at that, going after what they wished for, what they hoped for. That's what we just saw in that Four of Cups. Overall message here. Oh, well, look at that. Forgiveness. So let me tell you about this card. Resentment and anger are emotions that actually bind you and hook you to the events that cause your suffering. Yeah, keeping them alive inside you, draining you of your life force and inner light. That's exactly what happened. Nothing good comes from these emotions. Peace can only come through forgiveness when you release all that binds you to negativity. Perhaps you or they need to forgive yourself or themselves for placing unrealistic expectations on your situation. This marker says that you must now search your heart, which is what we saw previously, for any unresolved resentment, anger, or disagreements between you and another. If you're still hurt or angry about another's behavior, or if there are circumstances in your life that you resent, well, this is a time when it's crucial to release the negative energy surrounding those situations. Resisting it, it's only going to impede your growth and draw more unwanted experiences to you. So, as judgment would say, actually, the call you have ignored until now comes from the deepest part of you. And you have another call coming, you or they. If you are not already experiencing this, it is coming soon. Another call from the higher powers to make amends and to atone, or be forced to fall again. Your final message: this person is worth the wait. See that? Don't give up. Don't give up on a love interest too soon. Any rough patches can smooth out given time. Your love situation has growth potential. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.